Hey, Manna Church. For our final day in this devotional series, we're going to be talking about what it means to persevere in prayer. In Ephesians 6, Paul writes about being on guard against the schemes of the devil. This section is a part of the famous armor of God. Ephesians 6:18, praying at all times in the Spirit, with all prayer and supplication, to that end, keep alert with all perseverance, making supplication for all the saints. Prayer is one of the greatest weapons you have. Whether you need some help in your own life or you see the need for others, you have access to seek the God of the universe for all that is needed. A few key things that jump out in this verse about prayer. First, we are to be praying at all times. This does include praying in your devotional time when you read the Bible, but don't limit your prayers to only one time a day. Prayer should be like breathing, a continual conversation you have with the Lord throughout your day. And while we may be more drawn to pray when we're desperate, we also need to pray when things are going well. Don't wait for things to get hard before you engage God. Your prayers make a difference. And in every season, at all times, we ought to be people who pray. The second thing to note is that we need to keep alert with all perseverance. Staying alert is this idea of watchfulness. A good contrast of this would be the disciples who Jesus told to keep watch and pray. He told Peter in Matthew 26 that the spirit is willing, but the body is weak. He wanted him to pray so that he wouldn't fall into temptation. But because he didn't stay alert and let himself sleep, when the time came, he succumbed to sin. What struggles might we overcome if we keep alert and pray? When you maintain a constant prayer life, you can be far more equipped for the challenges that are ahead. And finally, the last key to highlight is to make supplication for all the saints. Part of your perseverance should be to pray for God's church, to seek His favor for His people. This includes interceding for specific people, but also for all the church. Let me remind you one more time, your prayers make a difference. And as you persevere in prayer, you actively step into the gap on behalf of others. Well, thanks for joining me this week at Morning Manna. I love you, Manna Church. Keep persevering, and I'll see you next time.